Yeah, Mark, brother Sean was a mile away. I don't want to be a foreigner and interfere with anything, so I wasn't. Yeah, you'll be charged. Yeah, I don't want to. I'm trying to get Mike Contz to come over, so and go to a few Marcos rallies. But no, everything was good. It was nice. That's as much campaigning as I want to see.
Excuse me, hi everyone. This time by phone.
Hello, where's the birthday boy at?
Hey,
Mr. Jerry. Is it Jerry's birthday? His birthday today.
sir, Miss Tulip, would I stand right?
Okay.
Look how nice our studio looks. Looks good. Our studio looks good. Look at her name. It's beautiful. I like this. Hey, Mark, take a pic from.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yeah, it looks good. Quick little video of our studio. Isn't it nice in the background? Look how nice that looks. That looks better in the banner.
1, 2, Sir Sean. One more, 1, 2.
Just a quick little maybe video, 1 minute video.
Okay, 3, 2.
So here we are on March 21st, doing a beautiful Zoom with all the great reporters of the Philippines, announcing Mr. Mark Magnifico Sayo's next fight. So looking forward. It's great to be back. Woo! Sir. Woo!
Deliver
San Miguel.
it at or.
Ano man, sa
Good
yung
morning
number 15 or
and
as given.
congrats for the final set of the Philippine Sports Association webcast live here on our Facebook.
Mahina yung
Now we
dito.
go to professional boxing again. I'm Randy Calawag of Manila Standard. Good morning, partner.
Good morning, partner Randy. A blessed Tuesday, PSA guests and friends. I hope that you are with us through our live streaming www.fb.com/Philippine Sports Writers Association. Do not forget to like and share us. This session is also being
Invite ko po
aired on
kayo
a
sa
daily
Facebook,
basis at Radyo
sa
Pilipinas
Philippine Sports Writers Association. Live po doon. Nood po kayo. Mag-comment po kayo. Thank you.
Until 5 in the afternoon. Ako po si Judy Salina, RT2 Sports Radio.
Again, we'd like to thank our sponsors, San Miguel Corporation, Philippine Sports Commission, Philippine Olympic Committee, Milo, Unilever, Avenue Hotel Manila, Falcor. And thank you again, World Balance, for our outfit this morning.
Yes, thank you very much. And we are so excited and proud to have here with us our World Boxing Council Featherweight Champion, no other than Mark Magnifico Magsayo, and the MP Promotions President, Sean Gibbons. They're here in Manila, and we are so happy to have the two gentlemen here in our PSA forum. Good morning. Good morning, Mark.
Hi ma'am, good morning everyone. Good morning,
Morning.
sir.
Hi, Sean. What's up?
Just happy to be back in the Philippines after 2 years. Feels like home. So great weather, great people. Great to be back with the champ. You know, when Mark left a couple years ago, he basically said he wasn't coming back till he won the world title. So that's what he did. So
Yes, good morning, Cham. Good morning, Sean.
Morning, sir. Good
So,
morning.
Sean, you're in charge of decide the next fight for Mark Bagsayo.
yeah, well,
Is it Ray Vargas already? Is it final?
yeah, well, what happened there is before Mark got his opportunity to fight Gary Russell, Ray Vargas was the mandatory. Ray Vargas got hurt, wasn't available to fight Gary Russell. We got the opportunity to fight Gary, knowing that if we won, Ray Vargas was our first defense. So it was already predetermined before Mark fought that it'd be Ray Vargas, which we're fine with. You know, when you're the champ, whatever they offer you, whoever they put in front of you, that's who you have to fight when it's your mandatory. So it will be Ray Vargas. It'll be July 9th in San Antonio, Texas, and it'll be shown on Showtime. And we're looking hopefully for a broadcast partner here in the Philippines to have it shown also.
Thank you, Sean, for the information. So, we will ask the champ himself. Mark, so, itong si Ray Vargas, tingin ko na ano mo na to, nasa isang mo na. Ano tingin mo kay Ray Vargas? Matangkad, pero of course, medyo mas malapad ka naman. Paano mo siya pagkahandaan? Kailan ka mag-start ng training? Champ.
Magaling din si Vargas, napanood ko na yung laban niya, yung style niya. Magandang matchup para sa akin kasi matcha-challenge na naman ako sa next laban ko. Kaya exciting laban na to, interesting fight kasi magaling, undefeated, walang talo, katangkad. So, meron siyang bintahe na wala ako sa kanya. Pero meron akong bintahe sa kanya na wala sa akin. Kaya maayos yun, magandang laban.
Kailan lang plano yung mag-start ng training?
Sa April.
Paghahanda mo?
Sa April na, sir. Sa April. Sa April na po yung start ng training camp namin. Pero nag-training ako habang nasa bakasyon ako. Training pa rin ako. Hindi pa rin ako napapabaya sa sarili ko kahit nasa bakasyon ako.
So, sa US yan, ang training mo, April?
Yes, sir. Sa US po. Sa Wildcard Gym, Fede Roach.
Yeah. Hey, partner, baka may follow-up ka before we go to the panelist.
Yeah. Okay, Mark, kamusta ang bakasyon mo dito sa Pilipinas? Kailan ka pa ba dumating? So far, kamusta ang pamilya? Ang pagsalubong sa iyo bilang world champion?
Sobrang thankful ako sa mga tao dito sa Pilipinas kasi sobrang saya na dumating ako at lalo na yung mayor namin sa Tagbilaran. Sobrang salamat ako kasi sinalubong pa ako ng banda tapos pinaparade pa ako. Sobrang saya. Dumating ako nung March 3 dito sa Pilipinas.
At hanggang kailan kayo dito?
Hanggang 23 lang po. Bukas, alis na kami.
Oh, okay. About to leave tomorrow.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And the vacation is over for Mark. He's leaving tomorrow. Generally, how do you see that fight of Magsayo against Vargas?
I see it going very well for Mark. I see it going very bad for Ray Vargas. You know, it's a difficult style for other fighters that have fought Ray Vargas, but with Mark's hand speed, foot speed, you know, you're fighting a guy that's 35-0. I mean, undefeated. You're just coming off beating a guy that was 34-1. San Antonio, Texas, which I love Texas to fight in. I've done many fights there. It'll be Mark's first appearance there. Senator had many a good night there, and one of his greatest nights ever was in San Antonio against Marco Antonio Barrera at the Alamo Dome, the same place we're going to be. So, you know, I see it. I see this just another coming out party for Mark. It's been such an amazing journey since we started this. You know, when we met a few years ago here, literally the same place I'm sitting today, when I met with Mark and I met with Francis, and we laid out basically a roadmap of where we'd like to be in a couple years. And incredibly, and I've never had this happen in 35 years of boxing, like if you wrote a script of how we wanted Mark to come to the United States, to start working with Freddie Roach, to have a couple fights under Mr. Freddie, then to do a world title eliminator, which he did against Julio Ceja. We talked about fighting on the Senator's card, which amazingly happened with the timing. And then we talked about in our fourth fight, fighting for the world title. So everything to a T, which it's never happened. It just doesn't happen. I mean, because, you know, a lot of it's speculation and things have to line up, but everything has gone so well for Mark to bring us here to this moment. And he worked too hard, too long to let someone like Ray Vargas spoil his party. So come July 9th, it's just going to be another tremendous night. I mean, Mark beat Gary Russell. Gary Russell was the best featherweight in the world. Mark took the fight out of him. Gary talks about, I got hurt, I got this, I got that. Hey, bottom line is Mark roughed him up, beat him up, and took the man's title. So I just see this as another step getting to where we want to keep working and hopefully one day unifying some of the belts also.
Yeah. Okay, so we go to the panel. Aba Cordero, Philippine Star, for the first set of questions. Aba, good morning. Okay, is Aba there?
Aba,
Okay. So next after Arbak is Nick Yongko.
Nick Yoko.
Yeah, we go to Nick Yongko first. Can we have Nick?
Hi, good morning.
Yeah,
Good
go
morning,
Nick.
Sean. Good morning, Mark.
Morning, sir.
A couple of days ago, you met with Senator Manny Pacquiao at Forbes. Can you tell us more about the meeting? How long did it take? How long was the meeting? What was it? What was the agenda? Mark, Sean.
I'll start it, and Mark can follow up.
Okay.
You know, we got over to the senator's house right after he had a long day of meetings and getting stuff organized. It was a Sunday afternoon, and we got there about 6 o'clock, and the senator had gone up to do some stuff. So, you know, we were waiting, which is not you know, abnormal for you know, when you work with the senator. But so about 9 o'clock, senator came down, and he went into his dining area, and he was just sitting there by himself. And myself and Mark and his wife Frances and their son Kyle and a friend Eric, we went in. Senator was sitting there. He was thrilled to see Mark. It'd be the first time that Mark had seen him with the WBC World Title belt. And for the next 20 minutes, it was incredible. I mean, we just discussed Ray Vargas, and the senator gave Mark a lot of pointers and tips on you know, how to prepare, how to train, what to do. I mean, to sit one-on-one with a legend in the boxing business like the senator, who knows more than I'll ever know myself. I mean, he's an amazing encyclopedia of how to you know, what to do and how to box. So it was just great. I mean, the pointers he gave Mark, just, you know, like I said, I'm as much as I've been around the senator, I was like a kid. I was like a fan, you know what I mean? I'm like, oh. So it went very well.
Sobrang,
Mark, ano actually sinabi niya sa'yo na tumatak sa'yo?
ang
Natandaan mo talaga?
sinabi talaga sa akin ni Senator Manny Pacquiao na pag matangkad ng kalaban, head movement talaga. Head movement, tapos yung maganda yung mga counter. Tapos yung training ko daw, mas dublehin ko pa ngayon kasi ako na yung world champion, ako yung magdidepensa. Mas dudublehin ko pa yung pagtitraining ko at tiwala sa sarili at tiwala sa Panginoon. Yun din talaga sinabi sa akin ni Senator. Marami pala siyang mga sinabing strategy tungkol sa kalaban ko. Kaya nagtagal ang usap namin.
Follow-up question lang, Mark, nung last time nung umalis ka Pilipinas, ang promise mo sa sarili mo is hindi ka uuwi pag hindi ka naging world champion. At nagawa mo naman yun, tinalo mo si Russell, umuwi ka world champion. Ito naman ngayon, yung punta mo dyan sa Amerika na tomorrow, ano naman ang goal mo na bago kang umuwi? Anong gagawin mo?
Baka hindi kami uuwi hanggat di makuha yung unified world champion.
Yun.
Mabigat yan ha?
Mabigat. Mabigat nga.
Yun.
Pero kailangan natin pagsikapan at paghirapan
Let's go.
para makuha natin tatiwala sa Panginoon.
And speaking of segue tayo, Sean, you also handle a lot of talented Filipino fighters who are now based in the States. What's new with Marshall? I heard he's fighting on the 9th of April. And what's next for Jervin Acajas?
You are correct. Ymir is doing wonderful. He relocated his base to Las Vegas, Nevada, which he loves. Las Vegas. He will not be leaving there anytime soon. I mean, he training-wise is the perfect place for him. He's working with Jorge Capetillo. Boxing-wise, Angel Memo Heredia, strength and conditioning. My son Brendan's there helping with their diets, taking them to the gym. He's getting tremendous work sparring. So he'll have his second professional fight April 9th at the Virgin Hotel. It'll be off TV, of course. There's 3 main fights on Showtime. He'll be an undercard fight. But that'll be his next outing. Jerwin, right now we're still in the process of figuring out if he wants to exercise his rematch clause against Fernando Martinez, if he wants to go to 118. So this week we're going to have a couple meetings and look at all the pros and cons of sorting that out. So, and then you have Marlon Tapales. He'll be Marlon is #1 IBF world title contender, and he has to wait for the winner of the Uzbekistan and Ronnie Rios. So he's going to have a stay busy fight May 14th at the Staples Center in Los Angeles. And then Jonas Sultan is training and working hard, looking for something. And then you have Mr. John Rio Casimiro, who allegedly will be fighting April 22nd in England. We'll have to wait and see. But that's basically the guy. What's happening right now with most of the Filipino boxers.
One more follow-up question, Sean, regarding Umir. Umir has promised local sports officials that he will be available for the Philippines during the Southeast Asian Games in May. Have you talked to Umir about this one?
Yeah, I have not spoke to him directly about that. I know when he came, that was kind of his intention, but I've seen as he's training as a professional now, he seems to really be getting into the more of like focus on that. So when I get back, when he fights April 9th, he'll make a decision what way he wants to go. And we're here to support whatever decision he makes.
All right. Thanks very much, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nick. Now we go to Bong Pedralbes at Malaga. Wala pa si Bong Pedralbes muna. Bong.
Yeah, hi. Hi, Sean. Hi,
Hey.
Mark. Welcome to the Philippines and bon voyage for tomorrow's trip. Anyway,
welcome back and goodbye. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, hello and goodbye. That's what it is. That's your sport.
Yeah.
Anyway, both of you are undefeated. Sabi mo kanina ay balak mong ano. How do you think this will end? Say, Mark, sabi mo kanina may bentahe ka. Ano mga bentahe mo kay Ray Vargas? Ano advantage mo na wala siya? Na nakita mo?
Ang advantage ko sa kanya yung lakas ko at saka yung bilis ko sa kanya. Mabilis na siya tumakbo, matras. Kaya kaya ko siyang habulin.
Alright. So, again, in a battle of undefeateds, both orthodox fighters, he has a slight height advantage. What do you think? Your own take, Sean, on how this will end up? Both have, of course, have a punch.
Yeah, I that's kind of what I mainly do is matchmaking. I've done that a long time, and again, I wouldn't have gone out and picked an opponent like Ray Vargas. If I had a choice, but this is kind of similar to when Mark fought this guy Rigoberto Hermosillo a couple years ago. He was a very tall guy, but he was a left-hander in a much different type of style. But as I watch over and over Ray Vargas, he uses his height sometimes, but he has a tendency to pull back. Other times when you attack him, he will get shorter. He'll bend over, he'll cover himself up. So the height advantage he has from the different tape I've watched on the fight with Kameda, the fight with Negrete, he'll sometimes come down and fight at your level. So I think the difference in this one will be, he's had some inactivity, he's had some injuries. This is his second fight at 126. He's only fought one other fight there at 26 against a very slow, orthodox guy named Eduardo Baez. So as I look at the fight, I just think Mark, his hand speed, his foot speed, his power, all that should start to play into, as the fight progresses. And I would hope somewhere along the way that he hits him on the chin and he goes night night. That's what as I sleep, as I go to sleep at night and I dream. That's where I wake up and I see like a KO 10. Every time I wake up with a smile on my face. So, like I said again, it's just Mark's gone too long, worked too hard, too many obstacles, all the things he went through out of the ring, management. No fights for a couple years, man. He worked way too hard to let Ray Vargas take this moment from him. So I see a victory.
Correct. Just a little bit the follow-up on what Nick said earlier. Sorry to say this, but has John Riel come crawling back to you already?
Brother John Riel, we at MP Promotions, we tried to support him. We tried to do the best for him, but unfortunately, he has a lot of personal problems outside of the ring and other things that we really don't condone. Some things that he has, some apparent charges here. So, we tried to help him, but sometimes you just can't help people that don't want to be helped. So, at the end of the day, we'll see what happens April 22nd. We'll see what happens when he returns to the Philippines to face some charges he has here that he has to address, and then we'll see what because you're innocent until proven guilty. So, So we'll see what happens. But I can
Just
tell
one
you,
more question before we give in to our guests. Can we identify now the opponent of Marshall on April 9?
Absolutely.
Okay now?
Absolutely. The opponent for Ymir Marshall is Isaiah Hart from Atlantic City, New Jersey. He's 6 wins, 2 losses. Fights out of the PAL, the Police Athletic League. So he's a capable guy. He's a tall, lanky guy. I think on his trunks he goes by the nickname Murder or something like that. I'm a little nervous already before the fight gets going. I mean, that sounds like a pretty confident dude. But Ymir's faced everything through his amateur days, so and just Ymir's mindset is a lot different than that first fight he had. That was under COVID conditions. He was, had never boxed pro.
Yeah.
So I think it was just a big shock to him. This one, I was with him last week in Las Vegas, and he's sparring with all the world-class guys at the top-ranked gym, Capetillo gym.
8 rounds.
Yeah, I mean, he sparred 8 rounds. The guy, if he was in the shape he is today in Las Vegas when he fought for the Olympics, he would have taken the gold medal, in a heartbeat. But unfortunately, that didn't happen. So now all we can do is just give him the best training for his second professional fight. And I think he's going to stop this guy, and then we're going to get very active and try to have at least 3 more fights this year.
Okay. Thank you very much, Sean. Thank you, Randy. Thank you, Judith. All the best. Mabuhay po kayong dalawa.
Thank you po. Thank you.
Salamat, Bong Pedralves of Malaya. We have Lito Redo, Abante. Lito, good morning.
Good morning, Sean and Mark.
Morning, sir.
Morning.
My question is related to both of you, but I'll start with Mark. Because Mark used to be a national boxer, he fought 200 fights with ABAC and 2-time national boxing champions. Mark and Sean, do you have plans of making also on the situation of Ymir, like Mark Magsayo fighting for National Philippines as a pro and an amateur? Do you have plans on that?
Para sa akin, sir, mag-stay lang ako sa professional boxing kasi doon ako fit eh. Kasi doon ako nasanay na rin. Dati, amateur pa ako, gusto kong mag-Olympic. Pero ngayon, nag-focus talaga ako sa professional kasi gusto kong mag-world champion.
So, si Ymir, kumita ng malaki sa pagiging amateur, and then siguro by the coming fights, kikita din siya ng malaki. Hindi mo ba naisip na pwedeng sa'yo din? Kasi tayo, wala pa tayong gold sa boxing, puro silver. And hidilim na weightlifting naman. So, do you have, parang naisip mo ba na minsan darating yung time na ikaw yung magbibigay ng unang ginto ng Pilipinas sa boxing?
Hindi ko naisip yun, sir, kahit konti. Kasi nag-focus talaga ako sa professional boxing. Kasi gusto kong mag-world champion, makuha yung dream ko. At doon ako nakapokus talaga sa professional boxing.
So, Sean, your thoughts on that?
Sir Mark has his gold medal. It's green and gold right there. So
Yeah.
So that's what he aspired for a long time ago. He left amateur boxing, and he's a world champion as a professional, and he's going to carry on as the senator did, hopefully with many defenses, unified belts and all, and leave the dream of amateur boxing for the kids where it should be. It shouldn't be professional fighters that have had over 20 professional fights. They've left that stage many years ago. So the kids coming up today, I leave that for them. But Mark is a world champion, and he'll be a world champion for a long time. And that's my thought on that.
Yeah. I see that you're aiming for the unified titles, and I think it's quite hard, as mentioned by Nick. And Mark's next fight is the most crucial because it will open up all the chances with his challenge to those champions. What can we expect on this fight? Is it gonna be a technical knockout? Is it gonna be a slam bang affair, or is it gonna be a knockout toe-to-toe fight?
I'm glad you asked that. That's a great question, and I'm glad you asked that. This fight itself is the most important because for Mark to get to the fights that he wants, Leo Santa Cruz, and the other champions, he must win this fight. And I just think that, Mark won the belt, but the hunger and the determination is stronger than ever. And Ray Vargas, Ray's coming, and he's hungry, he wants it, but not like Mark. So I think Mark somewhere later in the fight is going to knock out Ray Vargas, and the real fight we've always wanted is Leo Santa Cruz. And that fight is there. We're not looking past anything. You never look past something. But if he's able to get past Ray Vargas, Staples Center, Los Angeles, around November, December for Leo Santa Cruz sounds really nice to me for a good Christmas gift for the champ.
All right.
But that's the plan. That's the plan.
Yeah. Then I just congratulate Mark now for hoping that he will bring all
Thank you, sir.
the titles here.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Just Sayan, what's the spelling of Isaiah Hart?
What's the what?
What's the spelling of
Spelling of Isaiah Hart.
Hart. H-A-T-T?
Yeah, Hart, H-A-R-T.
H-A-R-T.
Hart. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep. And then Isaiah, I-S-I.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Lito.
Thank you.
Now we go to Facebook questions. Courtesy of Randolph Nielsen of Speed. Randolph.
Sean. Just a few questions po from our Facebook live stream viewers who were avidly watching since we went live earlier. First question to, again, focus muna ako kay Mark. Mark, short trip and then aalis na kayo pabalik ng US. May mga fans kang nagtatanong dito, pagbalik mo daw ba next time, meron daw bang chance na magkaroon ng meet and greet or mga autograph session? May mga fans din daw ba kayong pinaplano?
Pag nakuha natin yung unified pagbalik natin, sir, baka merong mangyaring ganun, meet and greet sa mga fans natin. Kasi ngayon masyadong busy. Hindi nga kami nakapasyal eh. Punta kami sa Bohol, asikaso yung pamilya ko doon, tapos pagbalik dito, asikaso kami kay Sir Sean sa mga darating na laban. So, busy talaga. Pasensya na sa mga fans natin, hindi ko na nabigyan ng time, pero babalik ako.
Mark, na-mention ni Sir Sean kanina, obviously the focus will be on Ray Vargas muna, but kung magtagumpay tayo doon, ang target ninyo si Leo Santa Cruz for a possible unification. Anong meron kay Leo Santa Cruz na siya yung target ninyo to be your next opponent compared doon sa ibang champions doon sa featherweight division?
Natingin ko kaya kong talunin si Santa Cruz sa yung style niya kasi hindi masyadong matras, slugger din, fighter din. So, match kaming dalawa sa taas ng ring, tas big names din. So, malaking bagay yung may pangalan sa taas ng ring at taas ng WBC. He's a super world champion, so kaya kailangan nating makalaban yun, mga ganong fighter.
To follow up on that question, Sir Sean, are the other champions from IPF, WBO, or even the regular champion league, have they inquired on a possible fight against Mark?
Yeah, I mean, they're all out there, and the timing's not right yet. But Emmanuel Navarrete has been mentioned. Lee Wood just had an unbelievable fight with him and Michael Conlon. So at the moment though, the main guy is Leo Santa Cruz. Leo saw Mark. Leo would like to have his opportunity in July, but like I said, we had a commitment to do with Ray Vargas. So after he's successful in the next two, I could see potentially Lee Wood, if he's still the WBA champion, would be a tremendous fight. And then, Manuel Navarrete would probably be the last guy I, chose. One tall guy first, and then we'll move up. We'll work our way to him.
Sir, is the target for Mark to be the undisputed champion for the featherweight division, or you're basically planning that after he gets at least one or two more titles, he's gonna move up the weight class?
Well, right now the biggest name is Leo Santa Cruz. He's the most popular. He's the most known name. Navarrete's a good fighter, but he doesn't have the publicity of a Santa Cruz. So it's not as much, I think, as unifying. It's the fights that the fans want to see. And Leo Santa Cruz is a can't miss, fight of the year type fight in Los Angeles, 15,000 people, Staples Center. And then, you know, if you win something like that, you look at maybe an international fight, an English guy or one of them. And right now, Mark's still pretty comfortable at 126. So depending how long he wants to stay there and what fights, and Showtime is very happy with him, PBC is very happy, Senator's happy. So I see him staying at 126 at least for the next year.
Are there any plans of entering him in the PPC?
Well, the PBC, you know, Al Heyman, who basically runs the PBC, it's his organization. Ever since Mark came on the scene and knocked out Pablo Cruz, and then when he beat Seha the way he did, Al's thrilled. I mean, and the Showtime people, you know, coming off the fight with Gary Russell, who Gary was the A side, people didn't really get to know Mark. But now as they see Mark, they do features on Mark, they saw him beat Gary Russell, Mark's becoming a little bit of a star himself. So, you know, a win over Vargas and a win over Santa Cruz, he puts himself up there, you know, way in front of the rest of the guys. So.
Last two questions for Mark. Galing sa mga kasamahan natin, si Gerard Arsen, nagtatanong, Mark, nasabi mo yung advantage mo kay Ray Vargas. How about dun sa mga dapat mong paghandaan? Ano yung mga tinitingnan natin dapat nating iwasan dun sa susunod mong laban against Ray Vargas?
Ang naka-advantage kay Vargas yung yung punching niya sa body shot. Kaya kailangan pagtinitingnan natin yung body shot, ang katawan natin at saka yung galaw niya na pagsuntok atras. In and out siya yung style niya. Kaya dapat pag-focusan namin yun sa training camp.
Huling tanong na lang, Mark, galing sa mga fans natin. Obviously, pag naging champion ka sa boxing, ang laking pagbabago niyan sa buhay. Ikaw bilang champion after that, impressive win against Gary Russell. Masabi mo ano yung pinaka nagbago sa buhay mo?
Ang
May mga lifestyle change ba?
Meron din konti yung nagkabahay yung pamilya ko, nabigyan ko sila ng bahay dahil yun yung pangarap ko bilang isang boksingero eh. Pero yung kayabangan o yung walang nagbago, ganun pa rin. Mabait tayo.
Maraming salamat, Mark. Congrats ulit and good luck sa susunod mo laban. Thank you very much,
Thank you.
And that's it from our Facebook live stream questions.
Thank you.
Back to you, Sir Randy and Ma'am Judy. Good morning.
Salamat, Brando. May follow-up ka, partner Randy?
Dapat tayo.
Wrap up na. Okay.
Well said. Very well said.
Oo nga eh. Walang nabago sa'yo, Mark. Ang Mark, magnifico, magsayo. I'm sure, mas umano, always humble, pero mas gutom ka. Gusto mo mas marami pang panalo. Diba? Title defense, diba?
Yes, ma'am. Kaya kailangan pursige pa sa training kasi tayo yung champion. Tayo yung magde-defensa. So, mas ang pressure doble. Kaya mas training mabuti, mas pagigyan mabuti sa bawat laban.
Yes, masipag sa training. Okay, muli kausapin mo ang ating boxing fans. Naiiwanan mo, dagdag na pangako para sa kanila sa paglaban mo come July.
Sa mga nanonood ngayon na nakikinig, sana suportahan niyo pa rin ako sa darating kong laban, July 9. At pagsikapan ko makuha ko yung belt at yung madepensa ko yung laban ko at sana suportahan niyo pa rin ako sa bawat laban ko. Pasensya na kayo kung hindi ko kayo ma-meet and greet kasi medyo busy din talaga. Kaya sorry sa mga hindi na, lalo na sa social media, hindi ko masagot lahat. Pasensya na kayong lahat. Sorry kung hindi ko kayo masagot, di isa-isa. Kaya lahatin ko na ngayon. Thank you sa lahat ng suporta sa akin at nagbigay din ako ng karangalan sa Pilipinas para sa ating bansa. Kaya salamat sa suporta niyo. God bless po sa ating lahat.
At salamat sa iyo. Very proud kami sa iyo. Sa
Salamat po.
tagumpay na binibigay mo sa ating bayang Pilipinas. Thank you so much, Sean, for your time. Likewise, for spending much help to Filipino boxers. But please address our boxing community before big fights for our Pinoy fighters.
Yeah, no, I just want to, thank all of you. First of all, the media here is second to none with helping and covering and supporting and, your energy. You're always, big smile and welcoming everybody. And, we just appreciate the opportunity. And it all started because Senator Manny Pacquiao opened the door for everybody else. And then with the help of Al Heyman and PBC, there's always been tremendous amount of talent in the Philippines. But if you don't have the proper channel to get to the right, promotional company to get things handled correctly, you could be a great fighter and never get the right opportunities. So now we're just happy with the support we get here, always happy to come back. And as the pandemic goes away, we look forward to actually coming back and doing some live shows here with some of the other talent that we have. Carl, James Martin was just in a tremendous fight working with us. Jade Bornea, of course, like I said, Marlon Tapales. Love to have Ymir come back towards the end of the year. We'd like to have him do a couple more in the U.S. and then end the year with a nice fight here, because Ymir, coming out of the Olympics, never had the opportunity to come back and do a professional fight here. So that's something we're definitely going to do, is bring Ymir back at the end of the year. Mark will be back many times to showcase the belt and to talk with all of you again. But want to thank the media, the fans, and everybody for all their support.
Right lang po, habol na po. Thank you, Sir Sean, for the opportunity.
Yes!
And thank you sa
There you
Senator
go.
Manny Pacquiao na binigyan talaga akong chance, at saka sa PBC, at saka sa Showtime, at saka Wildcard Family. Walang world champion na Mark Magsayo kung walang team. Kaya dapat
Amen.
pasalamat talaga yung team. Marvin Sumudio, Coach Freddy Rhodes, Ma'am Janet Aro, Michael Isinkos, Garcia. Maraming salamat talaga sa lahat mga suporta. God bless.
Thank you very much. More power, all the best. Sean Gibbons, Mark Magsayo, stay humble.
Thank you po.
The next Manny Pacquiao. Join us again next week. Same time, same place here on the PSA Online Sports Forum. God bless and stay safe, everyone.
Thank you po. Thank you.
Thank you.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah.
Philippine Sports Writers
One wrap it up,
Association
just a few
Forum
minutes,
is
stuff in the
brought to you
background.
by San Miguel Corporation,
Hold on a second.
Milo Philippines,
Goodbye.
the Philippine
Goodbye.
Goodbye. What is today? Today is
Tuesday. so
22.
far.
Tuesday the 22nd, right?
Yeah, yes, sir.
22nd.
You said
2-2.
You said 21
Did
earlier.
I? When is it 21 in the United States?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still.
It is a 21 where my mind is a 21.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's give a shout. So we just finished here March 22nd with the PSA Forum. Went tremendous. Mark, just great to be back here and get out to the fans and everybody. His next fight will be July 9th, San Antonio, Texas. Ray Vargas, first defense of the WBC title, and many more to come. So it was a great day.
Thank you guys sa mga suporta sa akin, at pagdasal natin na sa darating kong laban, July 9. Suportahan niyo ako. Maraming salamat.
Yes, sir. That's the WBC featherweight champion right there, Mark Magnifico Magsayo. Woo! We had that
last
green.
clip. I want to put on my Instagram. That last little bit.
Yes, sir.
Well, that was good.
Thank you, sir.
That accomplished what. That worked better than any.
I heard the plan. It's good.
So,
Thank you.
Yeah,
so guys, yung mga shoutouts nyo, ay hiwalay ko na lang, hindi sa live.
It's not
Okay?
difficult. You know what I mean? It's
So,
simple.
end ko muna. Kasi baka may pag-usapan na private. Hindi mo na namin. So, abangan nyo. Detail fight.
They talked about